Hi everyone, this is going to be a quick tutorial on Quizizz, a fun and interactive assessment tool that you can use in your classroom. First, I'm going to create a sample quizzes, and then I'm actually going to take the quiz that we make so that you can see what it looks like from the student's perspective. So this is the main page of Quizizz once you log in, and I've logged in through my Google account, but you can create your own personal Quizizz account. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on Create New Quiz on the left toolbar. And on the next page, you just have to enter your quiz name, which for me is EdTech Report Card Sample Quiz. You can add an image from your computer or your desktop. You can select your language, which is English for me. And at the end of your quiz, you can align your quiz to state standards, Common Core standards, or NGSS. And so once you do that, you click Save. And this is where the fun really begins. So you can click on Create New Question if you already have questions and answer choices made, which I'm going to do later. But the first thing I'm going to do is click on Search from Existing Questions, where it's going to take me to a database of questions on pretty much any topic that other users have made. So let's say I'm a math teacher and I'm looking for some questions on linear equations. I'm going to click on this search box and I'm going to put in my topic. I now have access to so many quizzes already made on this topic. And next to each quiz, it's going to tell you how many questions it is and for what grade level, what topic, and who's the user. So I'm just going to click on the first one. And I skimmed through the questions and I realized I really like this first question on slope intercepts. So I'm going to click on the add button. You'll realize that once you have added that question to your quiz, the question will actually show up on the left side of your screen where it's kind of grayed out, and you can click on that gray area and it will take you to your quiz. And I am now going to repeat the same thing and add a few more questions on different topics so you can see the wide variety of questions that you can find in this database. Now that you're done adding pre-made questions to your quiz, it's time to go and add questions and answer choices that you've created. So you're going to click on Create New Question. When you get to this screen, you have a few options. You can change the number of correct answer choices. So my question is only going to have a single answer. And then you can begin adding your question and answer choices right here as I'm going to do. So I have now added my question. I've added my answer choices. I have also selected the answer choice that is correct, which is option 1 for me. Remember that you also have the option of adding an image. So for example, if you need to add a graph or a chart, or you just want to add a picture, you can do that. And once you're done, you can click Save. And there you have it. You have a quiz of 4 questions, or I do, and I just have to click Finish Quiz, which I'm going to do. And it's going to ask a few questions. For example, what is the grade range? So I'm going to say that they're 7th graders. This was supposed to be an English quiz, and let's say it's other. And then you're going to click Save Details. And you are done. This is what your final quiz will look like, and as promised, I am going to take this quiz with you guys so you can see what it looks like from a student's perspective. So you're going to click Live Game. You're now presented with a few options that you actually do want to pay attention to and play around with. I like to shuffle question and answer choices because it prevents plagiarism and cheating. I do want my students to see the answers at the end of each question and at the end of the quiz. So I'm going to leave all of those on. I feel like leadership allows a very safe competition among students, so that's totally up to you. However, one thing I do not like is timed quizzes, so I will actually turn off the timer. I also do not like music to be played from each student's device, so I also turn off this option. And all you're left with is your meme sets, which is the funny pictures that show up after every question. And I'm just going to select random. You just scroll up and you click on proceed, and you are ready to begin your quiz. So on your left is the screen that the teacher sees. It's the screen that you see, and it gives your students the directions on how to go on quizzes, and it will also give them a game code. And on your right is the screen that your students will see. So I went on join.quizizz.com, and it has a box where I have to enter the game code, and I'm going to click enter game. So on the right, I have joined in as Mary. I also see that there's another student in this quiz, and his name is Abe. Then I'm going to come to the left, and I'm going to see that I have 2 participants in my quiz. And when you're ready, you click start. Here's my first question on the right as a student, and I am going to answer this question. And as you see it on the right, I will continue to see questions as a student. However, if you look on the left, I can see how each student is doing, how many questions they're getting right and wrong. That's the leadership board. And then I can also look at the questions and see which questions they're getting incorrect. There you have it. On the right, you will see the screen that students see to review the questions. And on the left, you will see the screen that teachers see to see an overview of how their students performed. And then you can also look at the questions and the standards.